Monza qualifying. F1 at Monza. Make or break for Ferrari, surely. Surely. Let's see what happens here. At Monza, just take all the rear wing off. And the order can't be different to what we've seen previously. Ooh. But we will find out. Qualifying today, race tomorrow. Not a sprint weekend unless I've missed something massively. I'll try and see what I can put on the vertical as well. Welcome along, welcome One Shot, welcome Flacker, welcome Nar, welcome F1 Lando. This microphone fell over yesterday when I was racing. I was doing F1. We did a stream with Ferrari yesterday and Pironi. It's pretty cool.
Focus on the right head.
We ordered pizza again. We had Peronis. I've still got Peronis here, but they're warm. So warm-ish Peroni 0.0. So we'll see. See what we decide to do. Welcome One Shot. Hopefully everything's working. I'm gonna try and see if I can get the old vertical thing up as well. It's so risky though. Just so risky. You know what? I think I can do this. I think I can do this. Hang on. Just basically bear with me, everyone. Bear with me. Yeah, hopefully everyone's looking forward to a good Grand Prix weekend. Yeah, I think I got it. I'm going to try that. As well. Welcome, Martin Harmson. You've got an ice cold Peroni 5.0%. The full one. Nice. I just need to do something. Just bear with me a second. Wow, have we not done any vertical live streams? This vertical F1 live streams this year? What? Have we just not risked it? I'm gonna risk it. Or do I want to? Because they're gonna use that notifications. And what about my videos? What about my vids? Oh. Ah, I know what I do. I do vertical on the motorsport channel, which I've renamed. So bear with me. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Having a good time. It's September now. Now it is the final run. It's the final run. Yes, now I've got it. See if it works. Oh, this is going to be so confusing actually. Bear with me. Looks like lovely weather at Monza. Fantastic weather. Welcome One Shot, hope you're doing well. Nice use of the emojis. So I'm just trying to, while everything's working, I'm just trying to get something here that is very ambitious again. done some crazy ambitious thing. I just wonder whether we've been too ambitious here. Bro got the official costume. It's not called a costume. It's not called a costume. Does anyone know how you can search 9:16 images? Advanced search. Aspect ratio. Tool. Yeah. We got it. We got it. Alright. Basically there. Basically there. Welcome, Master Renderer. I hope you're doing well. New name in the chat. New name in the chat. Fernando Alonso is driving Sky Sports around. Which is quite interesting. Oh yeah, please do hit the like button. And so many of you have been hitting the hype button as well, which has been amazing. There's some rumours going around that actually the hype button is insanely important right now on YouTube. Unconfirmed rumours. Right, everyone, I'm gonna hit something to go live, and we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully, nothing slows down. We're all good. We're all good. How are you doing, Vlatko? So Vlatko's on holiday. Vlatko's watching on holiday. On the beach, I think it was, if I remember. If I remember correctly. So, I'm doing a multiple thing here. Oh, I think I got it working. I think I got it working, you know. Got the like button thing connected as well. That's awesome. Zuka's got a Brewdog Hazy Jane. What's the story right now? Oh my goodness, 72 people watching. Is that correct? Welcome everyone. We're only 15 minutes away. And I've just been faffing around. I think I have to crack open a Peroni myself. Right, so. I'll be doing some very complicated... You've probably been wondering what's going on. I can assure you it's been extremely complicated. Welcome, V-Neck. So with Verstappen do his magic... Well, Lando was making worrying signs. You know what? I am going to have a slight... It's not the coldest Peroni 0. And it is a 0.0. Before anyone comes at me. I did... Oh, look at that. Look at that focus. This is not a sponsored stream. But I did do a sponsored stream yesterday, so I have some left over. I want to know, what are people got? What are people watching with? What are people watching the stream with? Lovely sunny day in Monza. I just wonder whether it could be a Ferrari pole, you know. I genuinely would love a Lewis Hamilton pole here at Monza. For Ferrari. Like, iconic images if that happens. What do we think? Master Render is on the PC about to make some music, but hey F1, what about making music inspired by the F1? Just remake Rise Higher. If anyone remembers Rise Higher. That was the first F1 stream we did. Wasn't it? Just checking my... That'd be a metal version. Could you do like a version inspired by whoever wins? Reed says Ferrari 1-2. I think a Ferrari pole, I think a Lewis Hamilton pole in particular would be incredible, and I very much hope it happens. But we will see. But I'm gonna try and get our standings up. It's all happening now. We started so early for the last race, and now we're basically, it's all happening. So hold up a second. Okay. Welcome, David. Blacker got home last night, but yes, part of the last race I was watching get a beach bar. Was there any interest there? Was it one of those where you have to say to them, like, oh, can you put the F1 up? And they want to have, like, the NFL or something. You're like, the F1's much cooler. Was it one of those? Let me know. Welcome, Snowline. Good morning, everyone. I'll pop back in once the festivities get going. There's not that long to go, to be honest. There's not that long to go. In fact, I'm already gonna get the standings up. We'll get everything rocking and rolling. If you bear with me. Gosh. Okay. Look at this. What kind of skill have I developed here? Is it useful for anything? Or have I just developed like the most useless skill that is required for this? Oh gosh. I spoke too soon. There. Yo! Nice. Awesome. So, we got Monza up. We got our chat up. We got our super chats up. We got me up. We got the cam borders up. I believe we are good to roll, everyone. Welcome, Glory, as well. Yeah, not a bad day. I've already got some stuff done in the morning. Thanks, Snowline. And if you are also, please hype my videos at the moment. Hype the videos. So if you have hype available, one of the interviews, you guys hyped it like crazy. And I think it's done well for like a 40-minute interview. So I really appreciate it. We should be top of the hype charts. I also had a great stream yesterday. Yeah, we're doing all the Peroni NASCAR 000 stuff. But I had a great stream on F125 at Monza. So I want to do more F125. I really enjoyed it. Bro, mean man, I lost all hope for Lando winning this season. Bro called himself after an element. We have an actual element in the house. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I am impressed. Just making sure the vertical's looking nice as well. Welcome, Sahil Banzal. People saying this could be a battle between Lando and Charles Leclerc. That's the rumours. We're looking at a Lando-Charles battle. And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Charles Leclerc win in Monaco last year and win in Monza? Like, he's already an immortal Ferrari driver. Welcome to Vertical People, Barca Passion, El Gelma de Ballon. Let me know if it all looks good there, if it's all smooth, by the way. Welcome, PCR Esports. Hope you're doing well. I'm excited for this. We've got Monza this weekend. Then we've got Baku. I'm going to be at Silverstone. I'm going to be doing some driving at Silverstone. Then we got Singapore, Circuit of the Americas, all the way to the end of the season. All the way to the end. Which drivers are starting this race with penalties? Unfortunately, you'll be very disappointed to learn that Lewis Hamilton... Does anyone remember this time last Sunday? And I was telling you about as it happened, I'm like, oh, Lewis Hamilton's gone into the pits very quickly there. Whoa! JJ, welcome JJ. Flashing that 49th-month badge like bang on the table. Chat, can we get some claps out for JJ here? 49-month membership. That is, you're halfway to 100 months, which blows my mind. Chat, we need some big claps out there for JJ. I don't think there's a longer supporter of the channel than JJ. I've got to be honest. I think JJ has literally been here since day one of memberships. Is that right, JJ? JJ has supported the channel for 49 months, and I think that deserves recognition. JJ's been through the channel, through all sorts. Oh, welcome, Nevin, as well. Thanks for joining, Nevin. See, so maybe you'll both... Nevin, maybe you'll hit 50 months when JJ hits 100 months. Chat, can we welcome Nevin? Can we celebrate JJ, please? That's so awesome. That's so awesome. You've seen so much in the channel. You've seen hopefully the content get better. Some people would say worse, but everyone's entitled to an opinion. But you've seen this channel go through like many different things. You've seen us get sued when someone fraudulently tried to sue us by saying they had a trademark when they'd register it for the same day. It was just an application, and I had to counter sue them when we were at risk. You've seen, oh my goodness, you've seen everything. You've seen the start of the F1 streams. You've seen us going to all the Fanatec stuff before Fanatec, going to Fanatec, being in the crosshairs there. Yeah, so much stuff. You've seen us being a very small Gran Turismo streamer to literally being in the Gran Turismo movie. I very rarely mention it. Ukraine streams, 2022, crazy times when we didn't know what the world was going to end, frankly. Kireth esports as well, all of that. When we do the documentary, we'll have to get JJ in there. Welcome JS, and welcome Nevin as well. You have access to the emojis now. Welcome Rox. Barca saying Ferrari are very fast this week. Ferrari they've probably just chopped off all the wing, haven't they? If you just chop off all of the wing. Glory, I've been here since Rory streamed with you, so going back to 2020 or 2021. Crazy times. We are just 5 minutes away, by the way. Just 5 minutes away from the start of qualifying. As you can see. And already we're on 49 likes. Same as JJ's months. Same as JJ's months. Oh, there we go. Nevan's got the whole emoji spectrum in there. Phoenix says they're using a 4-year-old rear wing. Surely that can't be the case. 2 + 2 = 9. Some absolutely horrendous strategic decisions were made. We kind of like were Ferrari Strat before Ferrari Strat existed. Yeah, iRacing Endurance on Sundays. All of the liveries as well. All of the liveries. So yeah, all the going with Formula E, doing all those things. Hopefully some exciting stuff for next year, but it's never easy. You always have to there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes to like make those things happen. But it all relies on everything in front of the scenes kind of going well, if that makes sense. Reclip, am I racing or watching the qualifying? We're watching the qualifying. We're watching the qualifying. Welcome Brazzy Booger as well. Welcome along. What happened to the race? Which race? The race. We're about to see the qualifying. We're about to see who is going to smash this. Martin's on his second Peroni 5.0. Well, it's 3 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock local time in Italy. I would love to go to Monza, to be fair. I would love to go to Monza. Well, if it's a Monza spec wing that worked last year, why change it? Never had 2 bottles of Peroni. No, this is from yesterday. And I didn't have anything else to drink, so I've opened one here. By the way, I'll share a link later. It might still be working, but yesterday we were giving away a chance to win a Charles Leclerc mini helmet, but also go to Italy to see Ferrari at Mugello. Like, that's an actual prize. What's going on? Not sure what's going on. BCR been to Monza a long time ago. Saw Michael Schumacher win 2006. Where were you sitting? Where were you sitting at Monza? That's what I want to know. But obviously, you know that I love driving Monza in sim. Just genuinely my favourite track. If I have to review equipment, I review it at Monza. My GT7 Masterclass is at Monza as well. So I would love to go. Though going to Monza, I'd almost want to go to Monza and actually, ironically, for the first time, like not shoot any content. Like, it'd be quite a cool thing to just really take it in. But I know I just go and shoot loads of content. Like when I went to Barcelona, like when I've been to Monaco. Lots more motorsport videos coming out on the motorsport channel. By the way, the motorsport channel, I've renamed it. The motorsport channel, I've renamed it as Formula Fan TV. Okay, I'll put a link in the main chat, and that's where I put the vertical up. So I've renamed it to Formula Fan TV, and I kind of want to, you can see the direction I want to take it. I want to make it less about just clips of me. I want to make it more like a place where I can do videos about, I'm going to go here. What are your questions? What do you want me to ask the drivers? And then when I go to the drivers, I'll say, this is, we got some questions from everyone over at Formula Fan TV. So so if you see Formula Fan TV, it has still me in the thumbnail. But if you have Formula Fan TV and you're wondering what's that, that is Kireth Motorsport. I've just renamed it because Kireth Motorsport didn't really make sense to, I think, anyone who didn't understand it. March says Formula Fan TV sounds much better. Nice. Yeah, I just cooked up a little thumbnail. It's got the same colours. I was thinking about our colours as well. I was thinking about the colours for the main channel, whether to make it more yellow, actually. And I did some mock-ups. I was like, oh, that looks really good. But I don't know how much of the current logo is like, has a, it has a connection or not. JJ in last 49, we've also had COVID, got made redundant, quit the next job and had a third, got married, had 4 birthdays. JJ's just living life to the max. When you condense it like that, it's pretty crazy. Right, everyone, we are underway. Qualifying is underway. Let's do a very quick nations check. Let us know where in the world you're watching from.
Full concentration, anything can happen still.
Exclamation mark nations. Let us know where in the world you're watching from. As we're going to start qualifying, we're going to start in Q1. Bedlam from Knots, Martin the Netherlands we've got in here. So 1-1 at the moment. WY from Hong Kong, Neil from UK, Clickwatt Netherlands, Shane USA, Podcast South Africa, Vlatka Croatia. So at the moment, Netherlands, BCR Black Country. Is it Netherlands or UK who's winning, actually? Natasha from Netherlands, now from Oklahoma. We have Oklahoma as well. Awesome. Christopher from Indonesia, Nevan from UK. We'll do another nations check later as well. Because qualifying has started. We are now underway, as you can see. Q1. What I'll do is I'll try and make the map a little bit bigger. How about that? I just made something bigger that wasn't the map. I have no idea what it is. Do we prefer that? Maybe just a little bit too. There we go, I think. Making good use of the space. Axel from Sweden, Jogi Iceland. Kieran's watching from trackside. Let us know where you're watching from, Kieran. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're supporting here. How much Tifosi is there? Are you the representative of the Tifosi? A5 from Canada. Master from Netherlands. Ben from Australia. Where I would watch, I'd watch Parabolica on the braking side. I just love to see the cars come down and just see and hear and smell the deceleration. And I would love to have been there in double diffuser days. I did go to Monaco double diffuser days, but just I feel like Formula 1 cars need to sound aggressive. Like, you know, I like Formula E. I do a lot of stuff with Formula E. The racing is fantastic. And I think Formula 1 needs to sound aggressive. Like, that is part of Formula 1. The 1 stands for aggressive, doesn't it? Welcome, Lee. Yeah, Vlatka confirming we are a global stream today. We are a global stream. So, Q1 underway, 15 minutes to go. Remember, you don't want to be in the bottom 5, basically. You don't want to be in the bottom 5 here. Kieran Ferrari fan from Ireland, mate, was here for Alex Dunn F2. Did Alex Dunn win an F2? You done know. The McLaren driver. I'll tell you what, it puts a bit of pressure on Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris when you got Alex Dunn and Taylor Barnard in your stable, although Taylor Barnard's moved to Citroen. I'm not sure that's announced yet, but it's highly likely to happen. Spaceline, hey Kireth, I love your content. Just got myself a DD Pro, very nice, and I mainly pay GT7 ACC. Which wheel should I pick? I don't like the McLaren, I'm on a budget. Do I have any Fanatec wheels here? Which wheel should you pick? They have a button box that's like the McLaren, but it's very expensive. I would not recommend the P1. I would not recommend the WRC. Have a look at my review of the Porsche VGT wheel. Have a look at my review of that on YouTube. Let me know if you've got any questions on it. Welcome, Warren, as well. Martin, Croatia is a lovely and beautiful country. Went on holiday this summer. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, Charles Leclerc on track, about to finish his lap. Let us see what pace do the Ferraris have. Remember, this isn't for pole position. Wow, he was pushing it. He was in the gravel. Gravel's been spilled everywhere. And Charles Leclerc goes fast at 119.8. What about Lewis Hamilton? Hamilton at 119.9. So only a tenth between the Ferraris. Very nice. Ferrari's looking good here. Ferrari's looking good. And the McLarens have just come out of the pits, everyone. The McLarens have just come out of the pits. And people are saying this is going to be a shootout, proverbially, not a literal shootout. There wouldn't be any space for any armaments in the cockpit. It's just so tight. They already have to cut out for the knuckles. So a figurative shootout between the Ferraris and the McLarens here is what people are expecting. TV says, let's go Leclerc. Let's go Leclerc indeed. And Bedlam's got 18.8 is a lap record. Wonder if it will go today. Good shout. Good shout. Okay. Nico Hulkenberg with a 119.9. Hang on a second. Hulkenberg's not far off. This could be one of those... And now the McLarens are going to start their laps. So keep an eye on purple sectors from the McLarens. This could be one of those where everyone's just chopped off the rear wings. We know at this stage of the homologation cycle that the engines are... There's a lot of parity in the engines. So you take everyone's rear wing off. Yeah, let's see who's going to be bravest. This is the closest we get to the Indy 500, I think. Chat, what do you think about that? Fair to say? Nevan saying it should be around there. 18.8. Okay, we will see. Storm Tracker, will we see a Ferrari comeback? Not for this season, but anything's up for grabs here, I would say. So, Lando, 26.5. Sector 1 is Verstappen splits the Ferraris. Verstappen splits them, and there's not an awful lot to split. Between the McLarens, Norris faster than Piastri in Sector 1. 26.8 was Verstappen Sector 2. Norris goes 0.2 faster. So Norris is looking like he's provisionally fastest here. There wasn't too much between the first sectors at all. So Lando Norris, Sector 2 looks quick. Again, quicker than Oscar Piastri. Goes into Parabolica. He'll have a little bit of slipstream maybe from Antonelli down the back straight. So let's see. I'm fully expecting Lando Norris to take provisional fastest here in Q1. Will Lando go straight to the top? Yes, he does with 119.6. And what about Oscar Piastri? Oscar Piastri, will he go second, third, or fourth, or fifth? Let's see. It's second from Oscar Piastri. He pulled something out of the bag in the last sector. So there we go. 2 McLarens, 1 Ferrari, 1 Red Bull, and then another Ferrari in the shape of Lewis Hamilton. That's our top 5. Great opportunity here for Tsunoda, you'd expect, if Verstappen can get that far up. I'm not sure why it's not Bean Sports. What is Bean Sports? Space Zone Fire. If you want to swap numbers, do it in the Discord. Goodness knows the mods see that there's enough bots in there are able to spam people, so hopefully you're able to legitimately share contact details. Spaceline Ferrari slipstream on Q3, and they get pole over McLaren, which way I'm calling it. The slip here is going to be so important. I mean, the slipstream here is going to be worth quite a few tenths. Quite a few tenths. So with 10 minutes to go in the drop zone, we've got Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz in P20, Alex Albon P19, Esteban Ocon P18, Lance Stroll P17, Oliver Behrman P16. So Behrman, Stroll, Ocon, who all did well in the previous race, are struggling so far. Welcome back, Olga, as well. Think about pulling back braking in Parabolica. I think Kimi Antonelli was told about pulling back that braking. Meanwhile, we're on 97 likes. 97 likes. Come on, we want a big like push. Everyone hit the like button right now. Let's do a like spike. You'll see it go up in real time. So smash that like button if you've forgotten. We all forget. We all forget. So, remember, Pierre Gasly won here in 2020. In COVID. Incredible scenes. Click Rock never forgets. That's why you call Click Rock. Look at the likes going up now. Oh my, what a huge jump. 104 to 115. That's insane. It's a big old jump there. That is what you call a like spike. By the way, back in the day, it used to be that traffic was a huge problem here. A huge problem. So keep an eye out on traffic at the end of Q1, which is basically in about 6 minutes time. That's when it's going to be the worst. That's when it's going to be the worst. So Lance Stroll goes up into... Fernando Alfonso! Straight up into P2. Look at that from Alfonso in P2. That's huge from the Aston Martin. I just wonder if this is going to be a bit of a jumble sale. Because like I said about the engine parity at this stage, which won't be the case next year for sure, some engine manufacturer is going to lose out next year and they're going to threaten to throw their toys out the pram. I guarantee it. Save this clip now. Because that will happen. So who's still out on circuit? Colapinto falls into the drop zone. Antonelli struggling. Mercedes struggling. Nope, they're not. Commentators harpoon there. Because George Russell goes faster than 119.4. Remember, Kimi has crashed. Bortoletto all the way up into P4. Who's safe? Who's even safe here? I don't even know who's safe. Everyone says George Russell. Carlos Sainz up into P3. I'm not sure anyone's safe. I think this is going to be horrendous for traffic, everyone. I think the traffic is going to be crazy here. Because no one is going to be able to risk this. George on mediums as well. Yeah, on the mediums. Smart move by George Russell, perhaps. Welcome Felix Chua. Spaceline saying Kimi out in Q3 have a significant impact as right now. Well, Q3 would be pretty good. If he went out in Q1, that'd be a bit difficult. I'm not sure who's safe. Liam Lawson in the MasterCard is now right at the bottom. Antonelli needs to pull something out here. Is he on a fast lap? I don't think he is. Maybe the medium's not quite working for Kimi. Maybe you can't quite switch them on. Albon had a lap time deleted, by the way. So I'm looking at lap times here. Where's the cutoff going to be? If everyone goes quicker with slip, maybe we're looking like a 19.7 cutoff. I'm not sure Hamilton's safe. I'm not sure Hamilton's safer at all. I'm really not sure Hamilton's safe. ClickRock saying the entire field is within 0.8. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not even sure whether George Russell's safe. Pablo says 19.8. Let us know in the chat what you think the cutoff is going to be. And we're going to see some mad traffic because everyone's in the pits. What you might want to do is actually come out early and just try and get a lap in and not risk. If you're at the back of the queue here, you're going to get done. I'm not talking about Alex done. You're just going to get done. Wow, great view of the banking I've never seen before. As it goes, turns off before turn 1. Fantastic view of the banking. Might be a new grandstand. Nevan's gone very specific, 19.764. So if that's right, we'll know you're from the future. Felix says you got this Antonelli. Any big drivers we think are going to get knocked out here, chap? Any big drivers we think aren't going to make it? We saw in Zandvoort that Hamilton didn't make it round in time, had to abort the lap. I wouldn't be surprised if the driver at the back of the queue is not going to get around here. I would not be surprised. And so I would say just make sure you're not at the back of the queue. Don't risk it. It's not worth risking that if it's material risk. As the Hasses start to go out. So the Hasses start to go out, and that's interesting because this is early. This is early. So if a lot of people follow here, and I think everyone's panicking, I think everyone's following. If everyone follows here, we're going to see double laps. We're going to see double laps, I believe. Surely. Yeah, Vlatka, absolutely correct. Make sure you do subscribe if you're enjoying it. Commander Tank, Alex Albon needs to cook something up here. Space says huge track evolution. And John says pole by 6 milliseconds. Let's see what's going to happen as Ante does go out. It would be possible to knock it off a little bit. Oh, I've got to be careful. We don't want no insults flying around. All friends here. It's a safe F1 watch-along stream. As here come the McLarens. Here come the McLarens. I just don't know. I just don't know where the cutoff's going to be. Welcome Gautam. Pablo Ruiz, maybe because track temp is going down. Maybe track temp is going down. Lego Hatchie, Alfonso for pole. Let's see. Well, it feels like a... Wouldn't this be amazing as like a... You know what I would love? Okay, I would love if qualifying on a Saturday is just a Q1 and then then you finish Q1, you don't even come in, they order the cars into their grid order and they go onto the grid and we have like a half an hour race. I think that's how they should do it. I think that's how they should do it. Oh, I've been gifted. I've been gifted something. So it's just all madness now because you've got drivers on laps, you've got drivers not on laps. It's just insane, everyone. It's just insane. 3 minutes to go is crazy. Yeah, congratulations, John James. Not sure what went down, but... Russell in the pits, by the way. Russell stayed in. Russell thinks he's safe. Russell thinks he's safe. Maybe he's safe, maybe he isn't. Issa, my top 3 for this weekend. Honestly, I can't think past Q1 right now. I can't think past Q1. So there's going to be a... People don't want to risk not making it out. Now people are starting their laps. It's going to be crazy to keep track of. Who's the first driver in the queue? Who's the first driver in the queue, chat? Who's sitting purple? Sonoda purple's at the end. So Sonoda, yeah, Sonoda goes all the way up to P3. Leclerc will be starting a lap now. Leclerc starting a lap. Hamilton's starting a lap. What about Verstappen? Verstappen's finishing a lap here. Let's see where Verstappen goes. Where's Verstappen going to go? All the way up to P2. So no one challenging Russell yet. I just feel like we're track even. Antonelli only up into P11. Antonelli might need to keep going. That might not be enough. And he's backed off. He's backed off. That might not be enough for Antonelli. That's why I called the cutoff 119.7. 119.7. I'm not sure that's going to cut it. As Alfonso starts his lap, Liam Lawson aborts. Big problem for Liam Lawson. Liam Lawson is out of qualifying. He is going to be last. Liam Lawson just aborts. Hadjar can only get up into P15. That's not going to be good enough for Hadjar. And don't tell me Gasly and Sainz are both starting their laps together. That is way too close. That would be way too close. Gasly backs out. Gasly backs out. I think that was a qualifying lap from Gasly, which is really slow. Albon only up into P15. That's not very good, considering Carlos Sainz is up there. Lando's had a lap time deleted. Not the one at the moment, though. Fortunately for him. Now we're going to see Charles Leclerc come round. He might abort, but it's Lewis Hamilton. Is Hamilton in danger here? I'm not sure Hamilton's in danger. Leclerc comes in. So keep an eye on Bortoletto. Doesn't need to improve, but we'll try. Will Hulkenberg flip Hamilton? No, Hulkenberg doesn't flip Hamilton, so Hamilton will be able to come in. And I think, chat, that is where we're going to be. So we lost Lawson, we've lost Gasly, Colapinto, Lance Stroll, and Isaac Hadjar. That is the end of Q1. A very messy end to the session. A lot of drivers basically aborting their laps when they realised they were safe. And unfortunately for Lance Stroll, we've lost him again in Q1, as we did in Zandvoort. Yeah, Oliver Behrman, the Bearmeister, the Ferrari kind of junior driver, up into P8. Yeah, it looks like the RB MasterCards have struggled here. Might be able to have a look at some speed traps. By the way, if you want to look at the data, two things. Firstly, if you want to look at the data today, have a look at the top. Have a look at the top speeds down the straight. That's going to be really interesting to see that speed trap data. You can see that live. Secondly, I'll try and put in chat yesterday, and I think it's still open. In fact, it's meant to be open for 9 days. But as it's still open, yesterday we ran a giveaway to go with Ferrari to the Finale Mondiale at Mugello or win a Charles Leclerc mini helmet. So if you want to enter, click that link. It'll be quite quick. And then come back here, obviously. But I just want you to be check the eligibility. I would love someone from our community to win that prize, basically. So that's in there. Yellow flag at the moment, not sure why. I think it's just a precaution because they're going to sweep the track or something like that, I suspect. That is Q1 done. Darius says Forza Kimi. Martin Q2 has less rubber. Oh, well, George Russell's played a blinder here. How much has George Russell saved on the soft tyres? Welcome, Joey Pert. Just woke up. Joey, it's 3:20 in the afternoon. Unless you're in Australia or something, or West Coast. There's an advert right now for Dry Asahi. The beer, is it all the beer activations happen now? Is this like beer season? What are people's favourite beers? Put your favourite beers in the chat. Women's Eng 25. Yeah, so we are now getting ready for Q2, where we will see who are going to be the top 10 drivers to go into the final part of qualifying. John James saying, everyone on medium in Q2, you heard it here. Everyone on mediums. Well then, hang on, is it 4D chess from George Russell, or is it stupid chess from George Russell by already using up 6 laps on mediums? What do we think? Unless it was just a really scrubbed set.
Okay, crack on.
Yeah, I'm in Florida. It's 10:21 right now. We have to wake up early. Kind of back late, but okay, let's do another nations check as well. Let's do another nations check. I have a feeling there's lots of people from the US. I have a feeling that the US is the most populous watching country now. Let us know where in the world you're watching from. John thinks it's a big brain move. Where are you watching from? I have a funny feeling we're about to see USA domination. JJ from UK, Anthony from Texas, Sales from UK, John James Turkey, Eastfire India, Brazzy from California, Barbara Roy Singapore, Leah UK, Vabaraj India, Pabras Netherlands, Gautam India, Nevan Greenwich, but it's a UK Greenwich. The OG, literally the home of time. Bob the Builder is weirdly from the US. MF UK, Jerry Texas, Clickrock Netherlands, Creators Brazil, Orestos Greece, Natasha Netherlands, Storm Tracker Oregon, Vladka Croatia, Alpha Germany, Dave Italia, F1 Lando Scotland, Mikey Mouse Italy, LY UK, Men Australia, Ahmed Oman, Vishnu India, VNEC Oklahoma, Deepak India, Venkatri. Okay, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe it's actually more global. I had a funny feeling that it was just like everyone was going to be in like Colorado. Thibaut from France, Bastien Stroll must be the GOAT of Q1. Consistent Q1 exits. Ansel from Trinidad, Martin Netherlands, KA from Algeria, Justin Benair, Milosav Czech Republic, Damfad Australia, Katibus Turkey, Bernardo from Mars, Chris I see you there from South Pole, Andrew Day from Japan. What's going down in Japan? Let us know how things are in Japan. Abishari from India, Godwin Uganda, Icy Hong Kong, JS France, and is that Monaco or Poland? Dave, do you think Charles has a chance to get pole? Mr. Bastian, Denmark, Golden the Moon. How many beers? I've only had half a Peroni 0.0. Welcome Chaya as well. Justin's watching from the planet SCP-612. Are you in No Man's Sky? Guti from Netherlands. Guti, what a player. Don't make him like Guti anymore. Byron Blessing. What a name. Byron Blessing from Kenya. Gordon. This is Gordon Island from Uganda. This sounds like a radio message. This is Gordon Island from Uganda. J. Ross Philippines. Chris Ashfield. WI Hong Kong. Tim Thailand. OTR Canada. VNEC. I see F1 is becoming more and more popular in the USA. Yes. Banana Goat is watching from the Death Star. Does the Death Star count? TJ, Charles must get pole. Honestly, I think Charles Leclerc has actually kind of completed it. Charles Leclerc has done everything you need to do but win a World Championship. I think Charles Leclerc is one of the drivers you could say, even if he achieved nothing more, he's still kind of done it. Welcome to all new subscribers as well. Thank you so much. I think we're trying to get to 120,000 subscribers. I'm not sure what we're on right now, but getting to 120 is going to be amazing. Karun Chandox live on the ground. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get to do some more stuff with Formula E this season. I don't know if anyone watched the stuff we did this season with Formula E. Going to Brazil, going to Monaco. Going to Brazil was amazing. Is anyone watching from Brazil? John James watching from Hamilton's car. I'm in the car. You in a Ferrari? Gordy's calling it Norris for the win tomorrow. MF's an idiot. Why do you think you're an idiot? Let us know what you've done and we'll be the judge. Martin's going through all the beers. Let us see what Hamilton can do here at Monza. I mean, hopefully he can start at least on the second row of the grid, I'd say. The creator from Brazil. Yeah, honestly, I love being in Brazil. The race, I just went to the grandstands and I was just speaking with all the fans So many passionate fans in Sao Paulo. Awesome place. Long flight. Long flight, and as they say, I raw dogged it. Didn't have any internet. Didn't have any videos, movies. Just willpower. Welcome, Goyos. Andy's in Portugal. John James saying Hamilton pole by 0.06. We'll see. Abby Shree is rooting for Max. Well, Q2 is going to be underway very soon, by the way. You can't Ryanair to Sao Paulo. It's not one of their routes at the moment. Gautam, will you say there'd be any chance for Max to win championship? No. I said it could be generationally possible at the beginning of the season when he was dragging that car. But I can't remember where it was. Maybe it was Austria. I was like, it's done now. Who do you think is going to get pole? Oh, I can see Leclerc getting it. Welcome, Paul Marino. Who, in your opinion, is the GOAT? Honestly, I think Michael Schumacher might still be the GOAT. I think Schumacher might still be the GOAT. Chat, who do you think is the GOAT? You can also say who's in the GOAT conversation. But I just feel like Michael Schumacher was just built a bit different to the drivers of today. Like, you wouldn't want to be his teammate. The creator of Santa Catarina, Brazil. Very nice. Senna was the GOAT. Thanks, Martin. Appreciate it. Make sure to hit that like button. In fact, everyone hit the like button right now and we will get to 200 likes. So smash that like button. We'll get 200 likes and we'll see what will reveal something, won't it? The new target. Now, you can't put you cannot put Vettel in the GOAT conversation. You can put Prost in. You could put Senna and Prost in, 100%. You could put Lauda in, to be honest. You could put Jim Clark in there, but you can't put Vettel in the GOAT conversation, I'm sorry. That actually devalues the terminology GOAT. John Chase, Hamilton GOAT, 105 wins, 203 podiums, 7 world titles, the 9 times British GP winner is an insane stat. Insane. Andy, what wheel would you recommend for under $300? Got a wooden desk. You could look at my review of the T248R I just did. Between that and a G923 with True Force, I'd say. Let's double check R3 as well, Moser R3. Right, Q2's underway, so if you want a reminder, this is all about who's going to get in the top 10. If you're not in the top 10, you're done. And that doesn't mean you become Alex Dunn, like I said. Like that scene in Harry Potter. Didn't they literally become Dunn in Harry Potter, actually? Wasn't one of them called Dunn? Can someone confirm? Did I just accidentally just make the most, like, an incredible comparison? Anyone know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you can't put Mansell in the GOAT conversation, I'm sorry. Welcome, Jane Blick. Q2 was delayed because stuff laying on track. Okay, that's why we managed to chat so much. Gautam doesn't know, Nevan doesn't know. Someone's gonna know. Like it doesn't mean you become Alex Dunn. Isn't there there's that scene in Harry Potter where they become someone and one of them's called Dunn, isn't it? Lance Stroll's the richest F1 driver, so he must be the GOAT. Yeah, who said everyone? Who said, mark my words, everyone's going to be on mediums? Schumacher, man of focus. Elora done. Williams podium. Oh, well, hang on a second. Did you just call that now? Did you just call Williams podium now? I think Verstappen can definitely be in the GOAT conversation because contemporaneously you always generally think the current generation is as fast as it's got because of all of the weight of training and stuff. Alex Dunn, GOAT. Jenson Button. No, you can't put Jenson Button in the GOAT conversation. Are you mad? John James, yeah, it was you. John James, write a reply. What do you... Just sometimes... Just called it wrong, or... Track conditions changing? Oh, Alex Albon's all over the shot through Ascari. That looks like a pain. What's my dream car to have one day? I was driving back from go-karting the other day, and I went past an Aston Martin dealership, which was insane. I had like an Aston Martin dealership, I had loads of Astons out. I was like, oh, that would be nice to have a have an Aston Martin. But you gotta, there's no point dreaming of having an Aston Martin like if you can't face the reality of like the servicing, which I wouldn't be able to do. And then at the point you can like the servicing and everything is not an issue, are you really going to enjoy an Aston Martin? Because presumably then you've got so much money. Welcome, Neza. I didn't say he's not a legend. Just because I said he's not in the GOAT conversation doesn't mean that he's not a legend. Chai says current generation GOAT, Verstappen is up there. Astons depreciate way too fast. I think I'd love to have a Ferrari 458. 458 would be great. When I'm on the motorway and I see a 458, I'm like, yeah, that's nice. I can imagine a Bentley being nice as well. What's the coolest car? I'm very lucky. I already have a sports car. So, to be fair, I've got a high performance sports car. I've got a car that I've driven a lot in sim racing as well. Actually, at Monza, I've got a car that I've won race with at Monza, sports car. So, no complaints here. One shot George Russell is the best. Well, right now he's P2. Hamilton up into P6 as everyone's just kind of jostling around. The McLarens are on their fast laps. Nico Hulkenberg keeping out of fourth as he goes into P12. So we've got Lando and Oscar. It looks like Lando giving the slipstream here to Oscar as McLaren desperately try not to fracture that team. And looks like Lando's going to abort, actually. So Lando aborts. Why is Lando aborted that? Was it just purely a toe lap? Why has Lando aborted it? Yeah, Lando being told we need to box this lap. So all he's done is he's given slipstream to Piastri. If I was Lando, I'd be fuming. I'd be absolutely furious. How much horsepower? My car has... there's a version of my car that was the highest horsepower in production from a 1.6. 18.8 pole time being called. That pole time being called. That would be right on the lap record. That'd be right on it. Martin, the coolest gets my Jaguar XJ 1993 6-cylinder Quattro 4 litres. I saw some... Have you seen the new XJs they're doing? Have you seen... what's that company in the UK? I went to go and see them. They take XJs and they're making a new car. It's insane. So I got to see a load of XJs kind of like... Oh, Lando cut the first corner, that's why. My car is not a BMW hybrid. No, my car's not hybrid. I've got a turbocharged, non-hybrid sports car. Lando's going to go out again. Lando's going to come out early, I think. Anna says, what's with Norris? He cut the first corner, so they aborted the lap. They're in a little bit of trouble here. They need to make sure that he doesn't slip up. There's pressure on Lando right now. There's pressure on Lando. Now, I would say Monza, one of the easiest circuits to overtake at because you've got the DRS. So they're going to have to put Lando out early here. You can see Lando's coming out. They might be trying to get a cheeky run in before everyone else. Nevan's got it. Yeah, I've seen the Audi concept. It looks like the Jaguar concept that I saw in... No, I didn't see it in Sao Paulo. I saw it in Monaco. When I went on the... They put it on a yacht. I've released some videos on it. I'll release some more on it, actually. Joey, the coolest car I own is 2009 370Z. My first car was a 350Z. How's the 370 in comparison? Angel, not an easy day to take a Monza with a Fernando train. I guess if the car you're behind has really high top speed. Oh, is there a Williams struggling? Is there a Williams struggling here or not? I'm not sure if Alex Albon struggled. Did he block up into turn 1? No, he was deep. Not sure why Albon struggled. Just no, didn't go. I think he may have aborted the lap though. No, I'm pretty sure Norris cut turn 1, so his lap was ruined. That's what I saw anyway. Anyway, Lando starts his lap now, and I wonder, Lando, it'll be tight for push. Cool, push. Aim for it on the first. So I think they're saying, Lando, can you get another lap in here? And then he's going to try and do an in-lap and try and come out again at the end. So Lando's going to be earning his money at the moment. Anthony's got a 2001 C8 Corvette and 2007 C... Oh, where are you tracking that? Where are you tracking it, Anthony? I can't remember. You said you're from the US. I would love to drive that one day. When I was in the US fairly recently, I rented a Cadillac. And I was following some Corvette C8s, and they look very nice. I'd love to have a Corvette C8 in the UK, actually. I don't see any Corvette C8s in the UK, which probably for Americans is quite surprising, because they're quite popular in America. They do not exist in the UK. In the UK, we have Mustangs. Mustangs are quite popular. But for some reason, the Corvette C8... I think they do right-hand drive Mustangs, don't they? Flatcase not in his best mood, is he? Lando, I mean. He goes P7. So Lando goes P7. Remember, you need to be in the top 10 here. I'm not sure that's going to cut it because he's only 2/10 off the drop zone. So now Lando's got to keep the pace on. So you might see Lando having to overtake outlapping cars here. And they might literally do a pit stop for Lando. They might literally do a pit stop. He might not even come into the garage. What's the best team bar Ferrari? McLaren right now. Ask a simple question, you get a simple answer from me. No messing around. Okay, so Q2. So you don't want to be in the bottom 5. You don't want to be 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th or 15th. Anthony's got a Mustang 2.3 EcoBoost. Why would you have a Mustang and call the engine the EcoBoost? Like, I'm not being funny, but if you're buying a Mustang, I don't think you probably care about EcoBoost. Like, get the Mach-E if you want that. Why do you think it's better than the GT? What's the top speed I've been in my car IRL? I've never tracked my car. So 69 miles an hour. But I have driven a Ferrari 488 GT3 in Las Vegas. So I've got videos on that. You can see how far. And I've raced Mazda MX-5s in Spain. That was a lot of fun. That was a huge amount of fun. So let's see what happens with Lando here. Is Lando going to do a quick pit stop? Oh, what's going on with Lando? Lando stayed out. So is this Lando's going to do a... this is an in-lap. He's going to charge the ERS. Okay. So he's not going to come in. He's not going to come in. He's in P7. So very interesting strat from Lando. The knockout time has been projected as a 19.4 by Amazon. We'll see. I think they just copied us, didn't they? Shane, what's the most people you ever live streamed to? I think we did about 17,000 concurrent viewers for Singapore F1 one year when Carlos Sainz won. 17,000. Imagine. Yeah, madness. EcoBoost is just what they call it. Well, just call it Turbo then. Don't call it EcoBoost. Anthony, the EcoBoost is a flagship engine for us. Okay, so is it their bulletproof engine? That was a great stream. Yeah, it was. Remember, that was the only non-Red Bull car to win a race that season in Singapore. Like, Verstappen was invincible. There were some amazing streams that season. I think Japan was good as well. Okay, so Hamilton in the drop zone right now, and he's finishing his lap. So if Hamilton doesn't get out of it, this is huge. We're going to find out in 10 seconds what Hamilton's doing. What's Hamilton up to here? Is he going to lock out Lando? And Lando's not... Lando, is he going to start a lap? Hamilton only goes P8, so Lando has to go around again. So Lando is starting his lap. At the moment, Lando is knocked out. Not everyone's going to make this through. Not all of the big guns are going to make this through. So Verstappen's finished his lap. Sonoda's, I don't think, on a fast one as well. Is Albon on a fast one? Yeah, Albon, Sainz. Is Hülkenberg on a fast one? I'm not sure. So at the moment, it's all eyes on Lando. Take a look on the exit of Sector 1. Piastri's going to get out of the way. 26.4. 26.4. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's slower than Hamilton. I'm not sure about this from Lando, everyone. Chat, put in the chat. Do you think Lando or Hamilton's going to get through here? Put Lando or Hamilton. I'm not sure Lando's going to make it at this rate. Sector 2. What's he saying in Sector 2? 26.6. Oh, I'm not sure about Lando. Everyone's saying Lando is safe. Let's remember that. Let's remember that. Vlak is saying Hamilton. Vishnu saying Hamilton. To be fair, Hamilton's quite a way up there. It's Lando or Behrman maybe. So is Lando going to beat Behrman? Lando goes over the line. This is huge for the championship. Oh, he's up into P5. Hamilton in P9 then. Hamilton in P9. But I think we're done. I think we're done. No one else is going to set a lap time. So Lando Norris is really has life made difficult for him here. He's having, you feel a bit sorry for him actually, maybe. In the Visa McLaren. So, in the drop zone, we've lost Oliver Behrman, Nico Hülkenberg, Carlos Sainz, Alex Albon, and Esteban Ocon. That's who we've lost. We lost both Williams. So whoever said Williams 1-2, it ain't happening. It's not happening. Wow, okay. Antonelli PT provisionally as well. You're right. So Q3 is going to be very interesting. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be a super interesting Q3. Because I honestly think anyone in there could get it. There's only 3 tenths between them. I can't tell you how crazy that is. There's only 3 tenths between them on such a long track. And this is not a spec championship. Like, I can lap at Monza in sim racing within 3 tenths in the same car. Like, I can lap within 3 tenths. But that's spec. That's in sim racing. Like, these cars are... all of the chassis are basically completely different. And different engines. Welcome, Galina Kaleva. What's my top F3 drivers? Top 3 F1 drivers. Top 3 F1 drivers, I'd go Luca Badoa. Then I'd go Antonio Liuzzi. And Pedro de la Rosa. That's my top 3. What's your top 3? TJ's happy for Alfonso. Alfonso in P8. Yes, indeed. Alfonso in P8. Okay, Q3 is going to get underway. Antonelli, what a turnaround that is. Russell's up there as well. Verstappen provisionally... we haven't even mentioned Verstappen's provisionally fastest. Gordy calling it now. Norris to be world champion this year. No worries, John James. Gail says, let's go Alfonso. Imagine if he pulls it out. Imagine if he pulls it out. V-Nex happy for Sonoda. He's under massive pressure. Yeah, Isaac Hadger's eyeing up that seat, basically. He fancies a bit of it. He fancies some of that. What about the Ferraris? In by the skin of their teeth, or it's all up for grabs? Shane says Piastri is champion. So chat, P3 is going to wait. Again, two things. Make sure you hit the like button right now. And hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Hit the like button, subscribe button. And secondly, if you do want to enter this giveaway that we ran yesterday, that's still open. If you want to go with Ferrari to Mugello or win a Charles Leclerc helmet, the link is still open there. So you can open that link and enter the ting. Nothing stops the GOAT. Well, Latifi's not in here as far as I know. Q3 is going to start in 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes. Carlos Sainz did not make it through. He wasn't happy. Look how close it was for Behrman, Hulkenberg, Sainz. The whole field was within half a second. Just half a second for the whole field. Shane saying Ferrari 1-2 is delusional. Lahaya says Snowder on pole. It's going to happen. Prepare, everyone. Maybe the Red Bull's looking quick. How do you think it's going to win the race? The car that finishes first, I think, will win the race. Isaac Hadjar a bit back down to earth. Although it's great to see him get that podium in Zandvoort. It's just great to see a young, enthusiastic, non-jaded driver get a good result. And Formula 1 should be more like that. I was disappointed last season. There were no rookies. No rookies last season. Welcome, Alfonso and Creative Mind. Our Ferrari delusion is what keeps us alive. Yes, indeed. Oh, I've got a little ticket down here. This looks like a ticket from a race. Okay, so I just randomly found this. This is my ticket from Catalonia 2022. People seem to think that if you do YouTube, you make a lot of money. I paid 440 euros for this ticket. Visibility good. And there was a €1.75 surcharge. 440 euros. And then I made a track guide and no one watched it. It was very disappointing. Please go and watch the Catalonia track guide I did. That's the reality of F1. I don't know why this ticket is actually down here. It must have fallen down the back. It probably was hanging up here. 440 euros. It is 3 days, to be fair. And it was a great GP. It was very hot. It was like 40 degrees or something. And, by the way, I'm so glad I've been to the Catalan GP. I've been there. I've seen MotoGP there. I've actually cycled the circuit. Because I cycled to Barcelona. And I just cycled the circuit. And it's such a shame it's leaving F1. Like, this is going to be a much better circuit than Madrid. We Red Bull fans also having Ferrari Hopium 5th World Drivers' Championship. Welcome back, Snowline. Wasn't Behrman a rookie last year? No, but he was only standing in for Carlos Sainz's appendix. There were otherwise no rookies. Yeah, WEC is cheap. I have been WEC at Spa, although I went there with GT Manager. That was awesome. Who's going to drive for Audi? They got that last seat open, don't they? I don't know, actually. I'm not sure Bortoletto's confirmed. Next year in Zandvoort, a seat at Tarzan. Is that 500 for the weekend, though? Or is that for one day? Jeeton, you're a bit delayed. Can someone let Jeeton know they're delayed? Yeah, I think the Madrid circuit will be fantastic for Formula E. Like, Formula E at these circuits is incredible because they go side by side. They do ridiculous moves. They got the not the pit boost. They got the attack mode now that actually really works. But Formula 1 there, I was driving Azerbaijan yesterday in F1 25. I was like, oh my days. Maybe I've been announced.
Okay, crack on.
Oh, Borsetto has been confirmed. Okay. Race day only. Yeah. Well, if people in the UK want to see racing, ELMS is going to Silverstone in next weekend. Is it next weekend? If there's no race, I'm tempted to just go, actually. I'm tempted. Well, we're going to get underway. In fact, we are underway right now for Q3. This is the business end of things. Chat, please hit the like button. There's 900 people watching, and we're 40 likes away from it. So everyone just smash that like button right now. Just destroy it. How much is an F1 ticket? Go to Hungary. Go to Hungary. I've been to Hungary. Hungary's probably... If I was going to recommend anyone to go to F1, I'd say Hungary. But I'd also happily say Catalonia as well. The thing about Catalonia is that was a covered grandstand, which was actually amazing. And a lot of the grandstands at Catalonia are not covered. And if it's 45 degrees, it's no joke. I went to Rome one year for Formula E and I think someone died even. Snola hoping for a good outcome for Ferrari. Thanks, Slush. Angel, isn't it a disadvantage to go out early? They're going to do one lap here. And then they're going to come in and everyone's going to leave again with about 3 minutes 30 to go or something. So we'll get a provisional idea here, but they're going to do one more run as well at the end. John James might go to Monza. If you go to Monza, take loads of photos, take some videos for us. And we can make a video. And Lando Norris got a pole position here last year. So, Kimi Antonelli starting his lap. But it is going to be Lando who's first. So they're not giving each other slip here. There's no... Oh, exactly 1,000 people watching. Very nice. There's no McLaren kind of ultra strat, it seems. Hamilton's surely going to give Leclerc a slipstream. They're all trying to get everyone else's slipstream. I'm surprised about this. I think the slipstream is so powerful. Why leave it to chance? Why leave it to chance? I don't fully get it, to be honest. Okay, so it is going to be Lando. Lando is going to be first over the line. Yep, Lando is going to be first over the line. So let's see what happens here as Lando goes around. Is it going to be a sub 1 minute 19? Are we talking sub 1 minute 19? Let's see. No, 1 minute 19.4 isn't that quick, I'd say. It isn't that quick. What's Kimi going to do? Kimi goes second, 119.7. Maybe some track evolution here. Maybe the track's getting colder. Still says 42 degrees. What about Oscar? Will he go provisionally fastest? Yes, he does. 4/10 quicker. That ain't even close. That ain't even close. And maybe that's because Lando had no slipstream. Russell goes faster than Lando. This is going to get pretty ugly for Lando. That's not a quick lap in the concept. What about Charles Leclerc? Charles Leclerc goes over, goes fastest. 19.007. Charles Leclerc. Look at that. Hamilton as well. Hamilton's going to go over. Hamilton goes P3. So Charles Leclerc provisionally on pole. That's who I called at the beginning of the stream. Charles Leclerc. Okay, Sonoda. Yeah, good spot. It was same as Behrman for Lando. It's not a good lap. And what about Verstappen? Verstappen goes round. Oh my days! How's he done that? How's he done that? A 1 minute 18.9 from Verstappen. A 1 minute 18.9 from Verstappen. Verstappen takes this session by the scruff of the neck. Verstappen out of nowhere. Look at that. Verstappen provisionally fastest. Who called that? I don't think anyone called that in the chat. There might be 1,000 of us watching, but I don't think anyone called Verstappen. So, Lando has a lot to do. You may as well wrap up the championship if he were to qualify down there. Lando needs a slipstream. Lando was out there without a slip, and like I said, I think the slipstream is worth quite a few tenths here. Nevon says he called it. GP looks worried. GP looks very worried. The Orange Army aren't so quiet now. Now they're making themselves known. Because hang on a second. Does anyone remember Verstappen holding off the Ferraris here a couple of years ago? Verstappen could be starting on pole. Rude says Max Super Max. Snow9 likes it. Black are finding it interesting. How is he getting so much speed through the tractor? They've just taken the rear wing off the tractor. But how many F1 Gamer Stream followers came here due to his badly lagging today? Absolutely zero lagging here. We don't tolerate lagging. We've got a zero lagging policy. So Bortoleto comes in. So there'll be a couple of minutes as they kind of regroup in the pit. But then we will see final lap times. But depending on how the track evolution has gone, could be difficult for anyone to beat Verstappen. Could be difficult for anyone to beat Max. We're going to see. I was thinking at Zandvoort maybe he could pull something out of the bag, but it just couldn't happen. And I'm just wondering, what does it look like if they've taken the rear wing off the Red Bull and Verstappen starts on pole? Will anyone be able to overtake him? Welcome Shake, welcome Bono. Actual Bono in the chat. So we're all good on tyres here. Lando is more than half a second off Verstappen. In F1 terms, that's about a decade. Slush. Oh, you came over, so well, welcome along. Welcome to the family. We've been doing these watch-alongs for a long time. John, if Hamilton gets toe, he'll get pole. I'm really curious to see, is Piastri going to give Lando Norris slipstream here? Bernardo Silva in the house. What's up in Bernardo Silva's world right now? And I wonder if Piastri won't want to. Piastri could do something really interesting here and say, I'm not going to give slipstream to Lando. Remember, Lando gave slipstream to Piastri in Q2 and then pulled in. Ayabula, let's not get excited. It's Ferrari we're talking about. 3 minutes 30 to go. This is when I called that the cars will be coming out. Did I get it right? Are the cars going to come out at 3 minutes 30? Chat, one day we should run our own F1 team. If we all chip in, I reckon we can do it. Welcome, John James. Oh. Been here for a long time. Feels like I've been here for a long time. Yeah, you don't need to have a lot of rear downforce at the circuit. So Tsunoda does come out. Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, and Piastri looks like he's coming out ahead of Lando Norris. So it looks like Piastri is going to give Lando the slipstream. And interestingly, Tsunoda, why would you go out there and give the Ferrari slipstream? Like, hello? Seriously, if you're Yuki Tsunoda and you're the Red Bull second driver and the Red Bull first driver's on pole by less than a tenth of a second, why would you give Charles Leclerc slipstream? Can anyone explain this to me? Can anyone logically explain that to me? You'd rather have Tsunoda come 10th rather than 9th than give the Ferrari slipstream. Tsunoda has to pull over here, surely. I may race on GT7 later. I may race on GT7. If not today, then definitely tomorrow. I want to do some GT7 open lobbies. Lahai wants to donate. Feel free to gift a membership. You can gift a membership to someone. Snowlight, of course, Piastri to give slipstream. What is Tsunoda doing, bro? Why are you going to give slipstream to Charles Leclerc? Why would you do that? Can anyone give me, there's 1,000 people watching, can anyone give me one reason why Tsunoda would come out first here? Can anyone explain to me? It's going to be amazing if Charles Leclerc pips Verstappen by like half a tenth. Right? That's not too far for a slipstream. That's the slipstream everyone else is giving. Tsunoda wants a Ferrari seat. Okay, that's the reason. Somebody paid him off. Russell said he wanted mediums, but they've given him softs. George, just race on whatever you got, bro. Max will slap him later. We don't condone violence. Clever Alonso choosing Position right behind Max, yes indeed. So this is it. This is the final part of qualifying, everyone. Final part. In fact, let me know in the chat right now. Just put the name of the driver that you think is going to get pole. For me, I think Charles Leclerc's going to... I think Leclerc might get it. Although, we're already on fast laps here. We're already on fast laps and he's not going purple. Bortoletto's gone purple in Sector 1. A lot of purple sectors. Piastri goes purple Sector 2. So Tsunoda goes over the line. He gets one position. Will Charles Leclerc overtake Verstappen? I don't think so. No, he doesn't. So it doesn't matter for Charles Leclerc. What about Lewis Hamilton? Lewis Hamilton doesn't improve either. Maybe track conditions have not improved. And Oscar Piastri, will he go first? No, only second for Piastri. There's hardly anything in it. And Lando Norris, will he go to P3? Lando Norris gets pole. Lando Norris provisionally pole. But what about Max Verstappen? What about Verstappen? Will Verstappen come back? Verstappen goes over the line. Verstappen gets it. Verstappen goes faster. Verstappen's on provisional pole. Verstappen's on provisional pole. And it's only the Mercedes now who can change that. Unbelievable scenes here. Antonelli goes P7. I don't think George Russell's going to do it. So Max Verstappen fights back. And interestingly, Lando Norris is ahead of Oscar Piastri. Oh, the Verstappen fans are worried for a moment. He is most certainly in the GOAT conversation. Max Verstappen with a new lap record at Monza, we believe, with a 1 minute 18.7. Then Lando Norris with a 1 minute 18.8. All credit to Lando because it's been a very difficult session for him. And Oscar Piastri in P3. That was brilliant entertainment. The Lando fans, it was a last minute equaliser came in from Verstappen effectively. And then we have Leclerc and then Lewis Hamilton, about a tenth off. Yes, about a tenth off in the end. Charles Leclerc didn't improve his lap time. No improvement. So just to confirm, our order is Max Verstappen P1, pole position for the race tomorrow. Can he win from pole? Oscar Piastri winning from pole in Zandvoort. Can Verstappen make that happen? Ruud van Loon says, unleash the lion. Goyos, not bad Ferrari, I guess. I don't think it's acceptable. Not at Monza. Not at Monza. Welcome all the new subscribers. Big fella, Robert Gleeram, easy edits as well. Core Fontaine saying, Max is the man, Martin amazing. Ankol saying, Norris made a mistake, second sector. Were you watching the sector times? So second sector, was that potentially Lesmo 1, Lesmo 2? Or maybe the second chicane, a bit of an issue for Lando. But Max Verstappen, that is simply GOAT behaviour. And I wonder if the team knows that he has no right to be dragging that car. And if they can deliver him something next season, well, if he can take a stranglehold over the new regulations, we could be looking at like an 8 or 9 time world champion. Thrid says the beast on pole again. Hamilton grid penalty, yes indeed, I forgot. Thanks for reminding us. Hamilton, the 5 players grid penalty that we spotted on the stream last week. We spotted that he might get a penalty before anyone else in the world. Because if he made a mistake there, we would have killed half of the world's celebrities. Black saying a family friend channel, no haters for it. Yes, indeed. Bedlam had a feeling the lap record would go. Didn't think it'd be Max, though. Joey, would I ever go versus Verstappen? I've raced Max Verstappen. I've already raced Max Verstappen at Zolder. And, well, the video's on YouTube. Let's put it like that. Sonoda P9 start. Welcome, Core Fontaine, to the community. If you're not subscribed, by the way, make sure to subscribe. We're going to be here again tomorrow. And I'm excited for the race. I'm excited for the race tomorrow. Verstappen is looking like the guy. I remember Mohammed Ben Sulayem is there. If anyone remembers, was it Verstappen 2 years ago when he won at Monza? I think it was 2 years ago. I was like, we're not even close to prime Max Verstappen. Like, this is like, this is like iconic behaviour, but he is going to get so much better. And for him to pull that out of the bag, I mean, Lando must be furious. Now, what we've seen, I want you to note this. What we've seen at a lot of races this season, and no one talks about it, the driver who starts in second place often gets compromised and gets overtaken by the driver in third place. I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow if we see Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris come together. I would not be surprised at all. Thanks, ClickRock. Q1 instant. Well, Angel's saying Max under investigation for track limits. Is that being confirmed? Is that being confirmed? That's huge news if so. La highest node are going to win. It'll probably just pull over on the formation lap again. Yeah, we need to check the Dutch live blogs. Just kidding. Okay, false alarm. False alarm. Nico Rosberg is going to be hosting the post-qualifying interviews. I just love Monza. Absolutely love Monza. Absolutely love it. Whoa. Wish it could be like that every race. If Verstappen is 28, bro ain't even in his prime. When he gets to like 32, 33, arguably when he gets to like 34, then he's going to be in his prime. Right? You're not in your prime at 28. We all think we are. Like, he's just some sort of alien. And also, he's a new dad, and it doesn't really seem to affect his racing style at all. So, it looks like he's not taking his foot off the proverbial accelerator. Thanks, Latka. When he's 34, he would have spent half his life in F1. That's so scary. He would have spent half his life in the public eye as well. It's quite interesting. Chat, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. If you want to enter that giveaway to win that trip with to Ferrari, there's a link there. I'm going to post a video later. I'm going to risk posting a sim racing video. So please do hype it. By the way, you get 3 hypes a week. Okay, YouTube doesn't think it's affected a lot of YouTubers. Like in a lot of the big circles, people are talking about it. The hype thing seems really powerful. So you've got 3 hypes a week. I do 1 sim racing show a week that we do with a journalist, and I go through all the news in sim racing. Definitely use one of your hypes to hype that. Use one of your hypes to hype it. That'll be amazing. I think we had like 30 hypes last week, and it's quite cool. They want to do some stuff out of it as well, I think, like be able to reward like the fans that are hyping you the most and everything. I think they're trying to copy TikTok. TikTok, by the way, at the moment, it's just like I've been completely turned off TikTok because of the way they keep trying to push stuff. So I'm a bit concerned. But anyway, the hyping, at the moment, we've got to roll with it. Gary, I think Max will move on from F1 by the time he's 34. Full-time sim racer. Full-time sim racer. We'll see him on GT7. VNet, my right foot suddenly became a lot lighter for life, bringing my daughter home for the first time. You weren't drifting it around anymore. Not saying you were previously, but maybe you were previously. See, Hamilton's going to go down to P10. That'll promote George Russell to P5. No, I think the max breaking track limits was a rumour. It was a rumour going round. It was a rumour. Joe, I can't wait to get good at iRacing. Yeah, if you get good enough, you'll be in a splits. Alfonso raging on the radio again. Yeah. Right, chat, I'm going to be here tomorrow. Maybe we'll go live an hour before the race. Maybe we'll do a full build-up if you'd like that. I might try and get some cold Peronis here. 0.0s. And yeah, going to be doing a video. And maybe I'll do a qualifying recap on not the motor, on Formula Fan TV. Let me send you a link to Formula Fan TV as well. So if you want to see what's going on the Motorsport channel, that's the vertical live stream I was doing. That's Formula Fan TV. Or everyone, I will see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow, either same time as today or maybe a little bit earlier. But it'll be in the Discord as well. All right. Verstappen